Well, it's time to get ready for some fishing. Problem is that everything's a mess because my basement flooded. No use crying over spilled milk. Basement flooding aside, what we're trying to do here is pretty straightforward. I live in Illinois, I run a business, I have a family, I love to fish. I need to get out of this state. I want to move south. I also want to get to a bigger body of water. I want to get good enough that I can guide, that people will pay me to take them on guided trips to get on bass. That's the goal. I want to go from fishing small city lakes, which is what I know, to fishing massive reservoirs like Bull Shoals. I want to fish the White River for trout. I want to fish big creeks and things like that for smallmouth bass. So we have all these obstacles that we have to overcome. First of which, being my flooded mess of a basement. All my crap is everywhere. I gotta go through it all and get it done up so that I can get out. We're gonna start to fish, we're gonna start to improve. I'm gonna get a second job going so that I can start to make extra money to put into a savings account, so I can start to save for a boat, so I can start to save for the move, so I can start to make some changes that are gonna be better for me and for my family. And it's gonna take a lot of work. And this is the first step in that direction, in all of that work and effort. So here we go. Finally get to go. Where are we going?
School.
School. I'm gonna drop you guys off and I'm gonna go fish for the first time this year.
Hopefully you get a good catch.
Hopefully I do, and then you guys got baseball tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, not Caden.
I got
School. Good morning, my dudes and my dudettes. It is late April here in Illinois. The air temperature is 52 degrees and we have a lot of cold, murky water everywhere. We're gonna go to a small city lake this morning to kind of kick things off. I'm gonna throw an orange chatterbait and I'm gonna throw a little black, it's a lunker hunt stick bait. I'll show the presentations as we go. The goal today is just to get our first bite. I haven't been out yet this year. It's been really cold. Spring is not quite here yet. Hopefully the water has warmed up enough that we start to get a little bit more activity. So let's go see if we can get bit. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can work a chatterbait through some of this stuff here. It's low and mucky. Looks more clear than it was the other day though. See how our trailer's looking. This is a Z-Man CrozzEyeZ chatterbait. Never used it before. Seems to be vibrating pretty good. I'm just giving it a little pop when I start my retrieve to get the blade going. But it seems, whoop, a little rusty. Dang it. Gotta thumb my spool better. Oh, there we go. First bass of the year right there. On a chatterbait. Here's the rig. Orange CrossEyeZ chatterbait. Look at that fella. Over a pound. Okay, took about 25 minutes, but we got a bite. Nice bass. Nice bass for the morning. We'll grab a picture and we'll get a release. Okay, partner, thank you very much. Here we go. Nice. Okay, that's one. That's sweet. That's our first bite of the season. That's my first bass on a chatterbait too, to be honest. Now the only thing different over here is that we got some rocks and maybe they're holding a little bit of heat, and there's a little bit of a drop off here, so there's kind of a deeper spot. I might as well work the area before we move. Now all I got here is a 16th ounce jig with half of it's a lunker hunt stick bait. It's not really heavily scented. If we get to the point where that exposed hook is an issue, which it looks like it's gonna be, we're gonna switch to a wacky with a hook with a weed guard on it. Well, that was a good morning and it's a good start to the season. Got my first chatterbait fish ever. Got a couple of taps, and on the way back up I talked to one of the homeowners in here. He said, "You get any bass yet?" And I said, "Nah, just I got one over by some rocks." And he said, "Yeah, it's too cold still." So I think they're still deep. For whatever reason, early in the season, I'm usually able to pick up a bass or two off of rocky shoreline on a moving bait. So today was a chatterbait. Last year we had a couple on some swim jigs or swim baits. And so that would be something that I would consistently check out. If you're fishing early on in Illinois, if you're around some rocky shoreline, they might be using the rocks to warm up. They might be looking for food. Definitely no beds or anything going on yet. So it's the end of April. It's been a cold, cold year. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep getting better, keep making progress. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.